Okay, some of you. Yeah, later if your internet stable and then you can turn the camera on, please kindly turn the camera on, because it is a school rule that you have to keep the camera on during the online class. And then now let us start the discussion. Please stop chatting. I know you can chat, but please just chat anything that is necessary, that is connected through the class only. Do not discuss anything else that is not related to the class. Okay, I will continue about the finding the inverse of a function. My voice cannot be heard. Is my voice?
It's clear. It's clear.
Oh, okay then. Okay. I think someone needs to tell Nicholas that maybe he needs to rejoin.
Yeah, he just left.
Okay then. Okay.
Because I think Nico
Wait,
also
teacher.
use
Yes.
Wi-Fi,
No,
right?
an inverse function is the opposite of a function.
Yeah. Inverse is the opposite way of rewriting the function. Like yeah. Okay. Wait. Yeah, inverse, reverse, yeah, we do the same thing. So all the rules in here, we reverse it, we do the opposite. So like this is times 2 plus 3, we reverse, we do from, usually we do it from the left side, now we do it from the right side. So we do from the right side and then do the opposite, like this is plus 3 become negative 3 times 2 become divided by 2. And then after that, the x that usually on the left side now become on the right side. After that, we just make an equation based on the rule that we just write. X minus 3, so we write it as x minus 3 divided by 2, so it will be x minus 3 per 2. Okay, maybe for the example question in here, we already have that y is equals to x plus 5. And then the first thing that we can do in here, we can make like a function machine for each equation. So y is equals to x plus 5, it will be x. After that, we make rule plus it by 5, so we will get it as x plus 5. So for the inverse, it will be opposite of plus 5, it will be minus 5. So the equation, it will be y is equals to x minus 5. And then for the example B, we have x is mapping to x per 2 minus 4. The x per 2, we got it from x divided by 2 minus 4. So we just write it as minus 4. So it will be the opposite of minus 4, it will be plus 4. Opposite of divided by 2, it will be times 2. So now we read it as x plus 4, we multiplied by 2, become 2 times x plus 4. This is for the example question. Now I will discuss the question 13 from the revision question. But if you still have any question regarding the example question, let me know. Can I continue or my voice laggy or something? Hello? Because my voice is not laggy, or is it laggy? Not laggy, right? Yeah, okay. Now I will move to the question 13a. For the question 13a, this is 7x minus 3. 7x means the x I have to multiply it by 7. After that, we subtract it by 3. After we make the function machine, we can find the inverse. So from minus 3, it will be plus 3. From times 7 become divided by 7. So later we will have x plus 3 per 7 for the question 13a. For the question 13b, we have y is equals to 7 minus 3x. We focus on the things that having letter x. Why? Because for the inputs, we will use the letter x. So we focus at the letter x. The letter x now become negative 3x. It means the x in here, I will multiply it with negative 3. So it will be multiplied with negative 3 and then have addition number 7. So it will be negative 3x plus 7. Or I can write it in another way, become 7 minus 3x. After that, we do the opposite. So plus 7 become minus 7 times negative 3 become divided by negative 3. It will be x minus 7 divided by negative 3. Is there anyone having any question for the question 13AB?
No.
No? Okay. If no one have no question, I will move to the question 13CDE.
Wait, teacher.
Oh, okay. I'm here still. I'm not moving yet. Is there anything? Yeah, this is the revision question. We discuss all the revision question.
Everything, teacher.
Yeah. Is there anything that you need to clarify or anything? Or my voice cannot be heard or anything? Okay. Can I move to the next question, or is there anyone who needs to see or need more explanation in the question 13AB? Hello, I cannot hear anyone.
Can you hear me?
Sorry. Yeah, I heard someone just told me something. Okay. So no question. Okay. Can I move? Okay. Can I move to the question 13C now? Stanford, have you done? No? I cannot hear anything. Hello, Stanford, are you there?
I'm still a bit confused on B.
Okay, with B. Okay, if you still confused at B, as I told you, because the input is X, you check the input is X, so we will focus at the things that is connect to the X. So in here, we will have the negative 3X. From X into negative 3X, we need to multiply it by negative 3. And then the number 7 in here is positive. So
Why
it
negative again?
because this is negative 3x. You see the input is x, so we have to focus at the letter x. The letter x is attaching or connect to negative 3. So it means from the x into negative 3x, from x into negative 3x, I need to multiply it by negative 3. That's why in here become times negative 3. After that, the number 7 is positive, so it will be plus 7. So it will be negative 3x plus 7, or I can write it in another way, become 7 minus 3x. Because all these two expressions, they are having the same meaning or same value. So after we write like this, so we can find the inverse by doing the opposite. Opposite of plus 7 will be minus 7. Opposite of times 7 will be divided by 7. So from the x minus 7, it will be x minus 7. We divided by negative 3, so per negative 3. Or is there any part that is still confusing for you?
No, teacher.
No?
No.
Okay. How about the others? It's okay to tell me before I move to the question 3CD. No question?
No question, teacher.
Okay, if no question, I will move to the question 13C. For the question 13C, we already have the equation as 2x plus 7 per 3. So in here, I told you we have to focus on the x first. So in here, we already have the 2x. It means the x I will multiply it by 2. After have 2x, we will plus it by 7. So I will write plus 7, and then the last thing is divided by 3. That's why for the function machine, it will be times 2 plus 7 divided by 3. So when we are going to find the inverse function, if it is a divide, opposite of divide will be multiply, opposite of plus will be subtract, opposite of times will be divide. So x times 3 will be 3x. 3x minus 7, so it will be 3x minus 7 divided by 2, so it will be 3x minus 7 per 2. Is there anyone having any question for the question 13C, or maybe I talk too fast or anything? Is there anyone?
No, teacher.
No? Okay. For sure?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, if you have no question, let us move to the question Which part that you don't understand? Okay. I told you we check the input first. The input is the x, so we focus at the x. After we focus at the x, we check the equation in here. From x become 2x, so it means I need to multiply it by 2. After have 2x, there is a plus 7, so we will plus it by 7. After that, it is divided by 3, so it will be per 3. Why do we reverse it? Because it is inverse function. If inverse function, we have to find the reverse or the opposite. That's why we have to find it, because this is inverse. Inverse mean you have to do like reverse, or you have to find the opposite. So this is divided by 3, it will be times 3, plus 7, it will be minus 7, times 2, it will be divided by 2. So we do from the x times 3, it will be 3x. And then we, after have the 3x, we have minus 7. So it will be, we subtract it by 7. After that, we divide it by 2, so all over we divide it by 2. Is it clear enough for those who ask me any question, or is it still confusing? Hello?
No, teacher, not confused at all, teacher.
Okay. Yeah, for those who ask me why it is why do I have to do the reverse? Because this is inverse. Inverse means the opposite. I have to do reverse. Okay, if no one have no question, I will move to the question 13D. For the question 13D, wait, my slide is not moving. Yeah, for the question, oops, sorry, too much. Okay, for the question 13D, we have x is mapping to x per 3 minus 4. This is also the same thing as we write it as y is equals to. This, so we will just do, this is the x is divided by 3. So we will write it x divided by 3. After that, there is subtract 4, so we will subtract it by 4. After that, again, we do the opposite. Opposite of minus 4, it will be plus 4. Opposite of divided by 3, it will be times 3. After that, we just write it as x plus 4. It will be x plus 4. And then we will multiply the result by 3. That's why the x plus 4 will be inside the bracket. For the question E, we have 3 minus 4x. We focus on the things that having x first, because the input is x. So from x into negative 4x, we need to multiply it by negative 4. So that's why in here we write it as minus 4. After that, we will plus it by 3. So it will be times negative 4 plus 3. Opposite of plus 3, it will be minus 3. Opposite of times negative 4, it will be divided by 4. So later we will read it as x minus 3. And then after that, everything will be divided by 4. So x minus 3 per negative 4. Is there anyone having any question, or maybe I'll talk too fast before I continue to the question 14? Is there anyone who have any question?
No.
For sure, no question. Okay, if you have no question, let us move to the question 14. For the question 14, wait, where is my stop? Okay, for the question 14, we have the n term, which is 3n plus x. And then we also have the fourth term. So when it is the fourth term, we will replace the letter n into 4. 3n means 3 times n. We do know the x, so keep it as x. So for the fourth term, we will have 3 times 4 plus x, which is equals to 17. 3 times 4 is 12, and then I will have 12 plus x is equals to 17. 12 plus what number? Yeah, it will be equals to 17. The answer is 5. Is there anyone having any question for the question 14a? Or maybe my explanation is not clear enough, or my voice not audible? No question? Okay. If no one have no question, I will move to the question 14b. What is the first term of the sequence? Because yeah, the nth term is the other way we saying the position number. So when we already have the nth term, we can just assume it as a position number, because for the nth term is like a shorter way for us to show the position to term rule. So the letter n is the other thing, is the same as the position number. So in here the n is equals to the position number. This is for the nth term. That's why for the fourth term, I can replace the n into number 4, because the position number is 4. Okay, so it will be, that's why the x will be equals to 5. After we already have the x, so we can go back to the nth term. The nth term is 3n plus x. We already find the value of x, which is equals to 5. So it will be 3n plus 5. So the because we have to find the first term, so the letter n we will replace it into number 1, because first term. So it will be 3 times 1 plus 5. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 5 will be equals to 8. Is there anyone having any question for question 14? Is there anyone having any question, or maybe my internet is not stable enough, or my voice is not audible? No question? Okay. If you have no question, I will move to the question 15. Please let me know whenever you have any question. Do not keep being quiet. Okay, I will move to the question 15. For the question 15 in here, we already have the equation. Yes, I know I make a mistake in the question. Sorry. So it's supposed to be C is equals to 2a square minus ba to the power of 3. It's yeah, but I typed the letter A into letter C. So this is the correct question. Become 2a square minus ba to the power of 3. The a is equals to negative 4, the b is equals to 3. So 2a square means 2 times a square. The a is equals to negative 4, so we can write it as 2 times negative 4 square. ba to the power of 3 means b times a to the power of 3. The b is 3, the a is negative 4. So it will be minus 3 times negative 4 to the power of 3. Remember the bit mass, we have to finish all the indices first. So we finish the negative 4 to the power of 2 and also negative 4 to the power of 3. Negative 4 square, it will be equals to 16. And then negative 4 cube, it will be equals to negative 64. After that, we have the multiplication, we have subtraction, and also another multiplication. As you remember, we have to finish all the multiplication first. So we do 2 times 12, which is equals to 16. And then after that, we do 3 times negative 64, which is equals to negative 192. So we will have 32 minus negative 192 minus and negative. When we combine all together, it will be equals to addition. So we will have it as 32 plus 192, which is equals to 224. Is there anyone having any question for the question 15? Is there anyone? No question for sure? Okay. If no one have no question, I will move to the question, to the other question that I made for an extra exercise. Later, let me know if whenever you have any difficulties or you get confused. Yes, sorry. Sorry.
Can you give me like a 1 minute? Just
Okay,
1 minute.
okay. It's okay. Let me know if you already done and I can move to the next question. Is there any number that is difficult and we need to discuss it more? For the question 1 until question 15? No? We already done with all of the revision question. Yes, please, Ken.
Can you please put the revision question answers in Google Classroom?
Yeah, I put it. Yeah, I will put it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, is there anyone else having any question? Can I move to the next question for those who ask me to wait, Stanford? Okay, I will move to the next question. In here, I have an extra question. The term-to-term rule of a sequence is multiply by 2. The fifth term of this sequence is 112. And then now your job, you need to find the first term of this sequence. Anyone want to try to help me what to do to find this answer?
14.
Or did you get 14?
I minus the fifth term minus 1 become 4, and then 4 times 2 equal 8, and then 112 divided by 8 equal to 14.
Yeah, it's work if it is we do addition, but in here we do multiplication. So it will be like a bit different in here. So maybe I will just this is for the first, I just write 1. For the second term, for the third term, and then for the fourth term, this is number 5 for the fifth term. So now let us put the number. The number is 112. This is 112, and then if I go to the next term, I need to multiply it by 2. So if I want to go to the previous term, what things that I have to do? If I want to go to the previous term, if I want to go to the next term, I will need to multiply it by 2. Now, if I want to go to the the previous term, what kind of things that I have to do? I have to do the opposite of multiplication. So opposite of multiplication is division. So we have for the fourth term, we just do 112 divided by 2, which is equals to 56. And then after that, if we go to the previous one, we have to divide it by 2. 56 divided by 2, it will be 28. And then if I go to the previous one, so 28 divided by 2, it will be equals to 14. So the previous one, it will be equals to 7. Is there anyone having any question? Is there anyone having any question? Or maybe my explanation is confusing for you or anything? Hello? No question for sure? Okay. So if it is maybe for the term to term rule is multiply or divide, it will be better if you make list. But if the term to term rule is like add by 2 or subtract by 2, you can directly do 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. And then 2 times 4 is so many, and then you can find out the previous one. Because this is multiple or division, it will be better if you make list. Okay, no question? Okay, if you have no question, I will move to the next question. So in here, I have cubes. I already make 3 patterns, pattern 1, pattern 2, and pattern 13. Now your job, you need to find the pattern 4. Anyone want to help me to find the pattern 4? How many cubes will be there? Yeah, so you can find the difference first. Thank you. Some of you already type it to the chat box. So from 6 into 10, we have to plus it by 4. 10 into 14, we have to plus it by 4. So for the pattern 4, we will do 14 plus 4, which is equals to 8. Is there anyone who get confused? 18, sorry. Is there anyone having any question? No question? Okay. If no one have no question, let us move to the question B. Write a number to complete this description of angelic pattern. the number of the cube is always blah 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 more than the multiple of 4. How many is it? We have to plus it by any number. So we check this is pattern 1, so we can check the 4 times 1. 4 times 1, it will be equals to 4. And then we can check the difference between 4 and 6. The difference is 2. And then now if pattern 2, we check 4 times 2. This is same as like when we are in the table, we find the difference, but this is in a word problem. So maybe it's a bit, it will be look a bit different. It's like this, and then we can find the difference. 4 and 6, the difference is 2. 8 and 10, the difference is 2. 12 and 14, the difference is 2. So in here, the answer will be always at 2. Okay, yeah, tomorrow will be the chapter-wise test because all the revision question we already discussed it together. Okay. Yeah, I give you extra revision question because we still have like some time left. Before if I continue to the next next chapter, I'm afraid if later your understanding for the chapter 2 will be like having a bit of trouble, or maybe you will be forgetting something. So it will be better if I rediscuss it some question that is related to chapter 2. Yeah, only chapter 2. That's why I just discuss it today. Okay. Okay, if you have no question, I will move to the question C. Work out the number of cubes needed in the pattern 100. So maybe before you find the pattern 100, we can find the position to thumb rule first. So what is the position to thumb rule? Anyone want to help me? What is the position to thumb rule on this question? We have we already know that the term to term rule is at 4. So it means the position number, or if you want to use the n, also okay. So if I use the letter n for the n term, it will be 4n plus 2, not plus 1. Why 2? Because we when we check the multiple of 4 and also the number of cube, the difference is 2. That's why it will be 4n plus 2 for the n term. But if you want to keep it as a position number, it will be 4 times position number plus 2. After that, because this is the pattern 100, it means the n or the position number will be equals to 100. So we will have it as 4 times 100 plus 2, which is equals to 402. Is there anyone having any question? No question? Okay, if you have no question, I will move to the next question. We still have so many time left. Okay, now I have another question in here. There is a n term for a sequence. The term is 2n per 3n minus 2. Now we need to find the first 4 term. First 4 term, it means we have to find the first, the second, the third, and also the fourth term. So if we are going to find the first term, we will replace the letter n into 1. Is my screen gone or anything?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. Maybe Hugo, you can wait for a while, or maybe you can try to rejoin. How about the others? Is it gray, or is it only happen to Hugo? Yeah. Yeah.
It's only Hugo because I can still see it.
Okay then. Okay. So maybe Hugo, you can try to reconnect, rejoin or something. Yeah. Okay. So for the first term, we will going to replace the letter n into 1. Yeah. If you rejoin later, you will be having enough time to see all the steps. So it's okay. Okay. So for the first term, we have 2n. It means 2 times 1, 2 times n, but because this is the first term, it will be 2 times 1 per 3 times 1 minus 2 for the first term. Anyone can help me to simplify what is the first term? 2 times 1 is equals to how many? Hello? Hello? No one? Okay, 2. Okay. 2, and then 3 times 1 is 3. 3
3.
minus 2 is 1. So the first term you can write it as 2, or you can keep it as a fraction. Make it as 2 per 1. Is there anyone having any question for the first term? No? Okay. So for the second term, we will replace the letter n into 2. Become 2 times 2 per 3 times 2 minus 1. This is the n term. The n term is 2n per 3n minus 2. We already have the n term. This is the question, say the n term of a different sequence is 2n per 3n minus 2. We already have the n term. N term is same as like a position number. So later if you are going to find the first term or second term or fourth term or any term, you just need to replace the letter n into the position of the term that you are going to find out. Because this is the first term, so it means the number 1, the n will be replaced. You will replacing the letter n into number 1. 2n means 2 times n. That's why it will be 2 times 1. And then we have 3n minus 2. 3n minus 2 means 3 times n minus 2. The n is equals to 1. So it will be 3 times 1 minus 2. Remember the bit mass, we have to simplify the multiplication first. So we do 3 times 1, which is equals to 3. 3 minus 2, it will be equals to 1. Is there anyone who get confused, or maybe my voice is covered with rain sound or anything? Hello?
Teacher.
Suddenly
Okay.
your voice like gets very loud suddenly. I don't know why.
Yeah, I try to put the mic close to my mouth because it is raining. I'm afraid if later the sound from the rain will be covering my
No,
voice or anything.
no
Oh
rain
no.
voice.
Okay, no rain voice. Okay then. Yeah, so the
Wait, teacher.
yes,
Are you living somewhere near Spain?
no, far away.
Oh, okay. Because in here it's not raining at
Yeah,
all.
I live like near Plaza Marina, if you know Plaza Marina. Okay. So the answer it will be 4 per 5 for the second term.
So it's 4 per 4. You make it mistake. It is minus 2, not minus
Oh,
1.
minus 2. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, sorry. Thank you so much, Stanford. Okay, it's supposed to be minus 2. Okay, so 3 times 2 minus 2, it will be equals to 4. So 4 per 4, you can write it as 1, or you can keep it as a fraction as 4 per 4. It's okay. Is there anyone having any question for the second term? Is there anyone? No? Okay, no one say anything through the chat box. So I will continue to the third term. For the third term, so we will replace the letter n into number 3. So it will be 2 times 3, 2 times 3, and then divided by 3 times 3 minus 2. How many it will be? Anyone want to help me?
6 out of 7.
Okay, is there anyone who get confused? Is there anyone who get confused? No? Okay. If no one have no confusion, I will move to the fourth term because it says the first four term. So we need to find the first, the second, and also the second, the third, and also the fourth. So for the fourth term, it will be 2 times 4 per 3 times 4 minus 2. How many it will be? It will be up to you if you want to write it as a fraction, or if you want to change it into a decimal, it will be up to you because the question did not mention anything. So if you write it as a fraction, if you write it as a decimal, all of them will be correct as long as you count the number properly and not make it any silly mistake it will be accepted still. So anyone want to help me for the fourth term? How many it will be? 2 times 4 per 3 times 4 minus 2. 2 times 4 is 8.
4 out
Okay.
of 5 if rounded.
Oh yeah, so if we simplify, it will be 4 out of 5. Thank you. Is there anyone having any question or get confused? Is there anyone who get confused? For sure. Okay. If you have no confusion, I will move to the next question. We still have like 2 minutes left. Maybe we can discuss one more question in here. Yeah. Let us discuss the very first question only. Anyone want to help me to find the anthem or position to term rule for this question? 24, 19, 15, 9, 5. So what
Subtract
is,
5.
yeah, so the term to term rule will be subtract 5. It is the term to term rule. But the
And
question, yeah,
the 5n minus 1.
okay, so the term to term rule, it will be equals to subtract 5 or minus 5. So the position to term rule or the anthem,
Arithmetic means opposite or upside down.
sorry,
Arch, arithmetic
geomet
sequence.
geometric sequence or arithmetic sequence, it means the number change because you plus it or you subtract it. There are two type of a sequence, arithmetic and geometric.
Okay.
If geometric, the number will change because you multiply or you divide. But if arithmetic, the number will change for the next sequence. It will change because you do addition or you do subtraction. That is the difference, only like that. Only different with the term to term rule. That is the difference. So what is the position to term rule? The position number, we will multiply it by what number? By 5 or by negative 5? Or my Webex is in trouble? Hello? I cannot hear anyone.
Fine, teacher.
Oh, okay then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so the position to term rule, it will be negative 5 times position number plus 29. Okay, it's already times up. Or anything happen? Suddenly my slides gone. Wait, what happened?
Enter.
Okay, so maybe I will just end up the class. Later I will share the question. It's already 1:45. I will touch the answer also so you can study from the slides that I'm going to share it to you. Okay, I will end up the class. Good afternoon and thank you, students.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a nice day.